Welcome back to Kansas Today. This weekend at the Wichita Symphony, it's not just about listening to the music, it's about what music is. And here to talk about that show is the narrator, Bill Barkley. Bill, thank you so much for joining us this
It's great to be here. Good morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And what music is more than a cut and dry symphony performance. What makes this one so much different?
I've been working 20 years on trying to find out what music is doing in every single known culture in our species. Everywhere anthropologists look, there's music. Going back, going wide, it's always there. And my question is, if we knew what music was actually doing in our culture, if we knew what it actually was, maybe we could harness it for human flourishing.
Wow. And so, yeah, you said you spent a couple decades kind of thinking about this, and just talk about the level of work that went into making the show happen.
Well, the thing is that the sciences are mostly siloistic, right? Think of a university department. Each has their own building,
Yeah.
right? And so they don't talk to each other nearly as much as they should. But if you start to examine everything from physics and linguistics and obviously mathematics and music, biology, chemistry, and you look, sometimes these patterns emerge between them that defies easy explanation. And it turns out that the harmonic series, which is the mathematical series that creates our scale that we know and love, that harmonic series pops up in all these other random places in all these other academic buildings, right? And why it does that and how it does that and what it means that there's this Fibonacci sequence that runs through all of these sciences was part of the passion and the question that it took me a long time to figure out.
That is really deep. And how do each specific songs kind of play into that theme and message?
Well, why do you like the music that you like? Would you be able to answer that for us?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I just like it. I don't know. It just kind of hits the ears correctly, I guess you could say.
That's it. And it turns out that it's a mix of nature and nurture. It's a mix of science and what the universe is doing all along. And it's also a mix of the culture that you were born with. And finding out what that mix of both nature and nurture is can help people unlock the fact that they're born into a certain culture, but they are also deeply connected to an ancient process that the universe is doing all along, which is called entrainment. We fall into these patterns, we dance to the beat, we get in tune with people, and that's science. It's the universe's preference for finding these pockets of synchrony, and explaining that to the audience is a great joy. And the program What Music Is on Sunday with Wichita Symphony is an opportunity to use animations and some of the best orchestral music ever written, and this incredible story of science all together in one 80-minute gesture. And it's emotional for me, it's spiritual for us all, and it really kind of opens the hood so that we get inside the machine and start to see why it really makes us tick.
And I think just because you could have a very broad audience, I feel like, of people who could end up enjoying this show, correct?
Totally. And, you know, my goal is to blow straight past people who don't think they can get it, or don't like math, or think music theory is too complicated, or were told as a person they're tone deaf, or they're not a musician. And, you know, all these barriers are really nonsense. We can get it. It's pretty easy and pretty basic, and we make it fun. And so it's entertaining, it's funny, it's heartwarming, and then the orchestra, you know, you've got an incredible orchestra here in Wichita. Wichita Symphony is absolutely electrifying. You've got animations by the sensational artist Sean Feeney, conducted by the sensational Thomas Heuser at Century 2 Hall. I mean, it's going to be a terrific program.
All right, yeah, I'm excited for this. I think a lot of people are. Thank you so much, Bill, for joining us this morning. And What Music Is playing at the Century 2 Concert Hall Sunday at 3. Tickets are available at wichitasymphony.org or at the box office. We're going to get you out the door and give away a Kansas Today mug in just a minute.